What's going on, everybody? You already know what it is. Your number one source for the sauce and the slime we trust. Now, we gonna get right to the nitty gritty on this one. I'm gonna save y'all all the waiting. I'm pretty sure y'all already heard about this Lil Durk shit going around. They trying to throw smut on his name again. I'm not even gonna put the papers on the screen and show y'all. I'm pretty sure y'all had them read to y'all already. Y'all already seen them. OTF member wants to, testify, make a statement that allegedly Lil Durk sent him to Oblock and pretty much told him take out anything moving because people didn't want to get back for Von. Now, sounds good. Sounds like a Walt Disney story, actually, if you ask me. First of all, I don't trust more than half these Oblock dudes before this happened, and I damn sure don't trust them after it happened. You know what I'm saying? What this sounds like to me is a bunch of people who are in a jam right now trying to get themselves out. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the hell, you must be a super snitch. Who the hell tells on somebody for a crime that wasn't even committed? You saying Lil Durk sent you to Oblock to go do something. You went there and you didn't do it because there was heavy presence of cops and the security guard who's been there every single day since freaking Oblock opened. You know what I'm saying? That's what comes with it. I hope you got some phone messages, text messages, something to back that shit up, and not just your word throwing smut on this man's name. Cause first of all, it's like I see a lot of bloggers saying it, some ain't. This shit's strange. It just don't sound right. Like, the man had already got alleged get back, allegedly, from the little pub incident, right or wrong. So that man should already be allegedly laying low, getting his mind right from that. Why is he gonna, go to Oblock and just hit anything moving? You know what I'm saying? And make his name even more hot. When, the job's already been pretty much done. Like he said, allegedly on the academics interview, they ain't saying slide for Von no more. Unless there's something more deeper than, just it was because they didn't want to slide for Von. Which I'm not buying that at all. And after Von passed, didn't Lil Durk choose to take Tay-Town and go do $1 million worth of game right inside Oblock? Now, why would the man go do it in Oblock after King Von died if nobody had got get back or did anything yet since then? Or maybe it was too early for him, if y'all want to say that or whatever. But yeah, the man did $1 million worth of game there, right or wrong. Then another thing I want to say, Money Duke's name is in the papers, right? In the statement, he wants to go up and say Money Duke was one of the names they were looking for, and blah, blah, blah. Well, it's so a coincidence how Money Duke was just taken out, a month ago, if that, while Lil Durk was locked up. Now, you're not telling me now somebody just finally got the job done while this man's in jail fighting all these freaking federal crimes, don't have no way to pay nobody, don't have no way to take care of you right now, and somebody's just gonna go do the job? No, I don't think that had nothing to do with Durk. I definitely don't. And I also want to add something. Wasn't the dude dating his blood brother's wife? You're telling me he couldn't get the drop on him if he wanted to? That man probably knew where that man slept every single night. His relationship between D-Thang's ex-wife, Fat. Come on now. Just think about some of this shit. Everybody, all Durk's people, all his co-defendants, everybody he hung with, they all locked up right now. Everybody just trying to get themselves out of jam. Nigga, you ain't even do what he told you to do. Allegedly, you're saying. So what are you telling about? If nothing was committed. And you better have some proof. Like, these guys... Shout out to the ones in Chicago that's keeping it real. Rondo number 9, D Rose, C-Day, niggas that make the city look good. But, yeah, so a lot of y'all make the city look bad. I gotta say, as soon as y'all get arrested, don't do the crime if y'all can't do the time. Y'all, it was him. He did it. Come on now. But I just can't picture it. You know, Lil Durk wanting to get down on Oblock that bad. That he's risking it. He's gonna risk it all for the biscuit. Cause nobody wanted to, you know, risk their life for King Von. Not buying that. But we all have our own opinions. We're gonna let this story play out. My opinion personally is they just trying to throw smut on his name. So they trying to bring anything up in court that's gonna make this man look like, you know, a demon, not like a nice person. You know what I'm saying? Like, his last concert, this man put his ops on the big screen. And y'all guys talking about that he's trying to get his brothers taken out? When this guy had the decency to show respect to, you know, all the deceased ops, because they lost their life and to their families, and also the people on his side, I just don't see Durk doing something like that. Maybe to silence somebody allegedly, I don't know. Like I said, something deeper, but not something that stupid. It's not how the game works. If you know, you know. Why I said, hey, was it something bigger than Durk? With the Money Duke name being mentioned? Because like I said, I don't believe he wanted to hit anybody moving in Oblock that was like an official member out there. But like I said, he's locked up. He ain't going to be able to make no payments right now. He can't do no talking. And now all of a sudden, Money Duke was allegedly unalive. Where's that coming from? Who's that coming from? And why is that coming from? That's what we got to ask ourselves. But another way that I look at it, Durk, he's in Cali. He's chilling. I believe King Von would have probably did the same thing for him. He's in the position that probably the only person right now that could get back for King Von, which is a messed up situation because he's out there in Cali. People making trips out there that was involved with the, you know, King Von situation. They ain't going to Chicago, that's for sure. And maybe he thought, you know, he had to handle it. But, you know, all the other shit, I don't understand. You're moving hard-headed now, man. You ain't thinking. Now, your blood brother deep thing, and this is all allegedly. This is what ifs. Now, that's a little understandable. That's blood right there. But all that other bullshit going on in Chicago, let that shit stay in Chicago, my boy. You in Cali with your feet back. I can't believe you got that much stupidity in your brain, my boy, and you just turned Muslim. I don't want to believe it, and I don't. And I also forgot, before I get out of here, I want to bring up that, like, all the stuff that I was just saying, that I think these people are just trying to throw smut on Durk's name, have no evidence, and pretty much trying to get themselves out of a jam. Well, Lil Durk's lawyer had filed another motion for this November to go back to court, and he's going to try to dismiss everything because the prosecution keeps bringing up all these new charges, all this new stuff, without even letting Durk and his team know about it so they can have a fighting chance. And on top of that, they're not bringing no evidence to the table. It's all he said, she said. So he's going to try. He filed a motion, the lawyer, to try to get this case dismissed. I believe like November 26th or something. To be honest, it's not looking too good. But he is right. There's a lot of he said, she said going on. Like I said, we just got to sit back, let this case unfold. Let's see. And most of all, free Schmirk.